Michael Jackson isn't just some celebrity, he was the celebrity. Arguably the most famous person in the world, and even today his name is recognized almost everywhere. And in this video, you're gonna see exactly why people say that. Not only was he known for making people faint at the sight of him during his concerts and pop-up appearances, he was also known to have a similar effect on some of the most famous and talented people in show business. Like when it came to Chris Tucker.
In public anywhere with Michael Jackson? Because what's that like?
You know what? We go to the movies sometimes. We go to the movies. Both of us like going to the movies. So we go to the movies, but it's hard because Michael got to sneak in the movie right before it starts. Now I'm sitting there, where's Michael? And then I turn around, he's like, hey, Chris. I'm like, oh, man. How long you been here? About 5 minutes. And then, we sneak in, all this stuff. He sneaks in at the last minute. He does all this stuff. Security brings us popcorn and stuff. And, I'm like, he's trying to hide,
Right. Here you go, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we watching the movie. He's the loudest person in there.
Really?
Yeah, he's watching the movie like, hee.
Speaking of untouchable figures, in 1997, Michael Jackson was introduced to Princess Diana and Prince Charles at a concert in London. Two of the most recognized names on Earth, in the same room. Watch how it went. You can see that she was incredibly excited to talk to Michael. And she also whispered and asked whether Michael would be performing his song Dirty Diana, as it was her favorite song.
How does it feel to be meeting the royalty tonight?
Very exciting.
Would you like to say a few words to your fans, Michael?
I love it.
Anything else?
Happy to be here.
You'd imagine Mike Tyson to be one of the most stone-cold, fierce guys in show business, but it turns out even he couldn't help himself when he saw Michael Jackson backstage at an event.
Dawn goes and Dawn gives Michael Jackson the peace sign like this.
Okay.
Right, and then so Michael gives Dawn the peace sign, and so I give Michael the peace sign, and Michael put his hand down.
Right.
And I'm saying, but in a way I said, did he play me? And no, he didn't play me. I said, let me just go and meet Mike. I just shattered the record, Undisputed Champ and everything a month ago, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's all over me in the dressing room, right? And he just went by the door, and he goes, where I know you from? I know you from somewhere, don't I? And I said, no, I just a fan. He just broke my ego, he crushed me.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm just a fan. Pleasure to meet you, sir. He said, okay. And he got out in the car. I said, that cold motherfucker. So I hated his guts forever, right?
Michael was playing with fire, messing with Tyson. But that impression of him didn't last very long once he got invited over, and he got to know the real Michael Jackson.
One day, Rodney Jerkins was working with him, right?
All right.
And he said, my career, bad. Yo, man, come see Mike. I said, fuck that, I don't want to see him. Diss me, man. I'm a play me looking like a fucking in front of all those people. He said, nah, man, he's cool, man. Mike asked for you. He said, Mike, he asked for you, man. I said, really?
Damn.
I said, okay, I'm coming. I'll be over there, right? When I met him in his house, then I learned to respect him.
Tyson has never forgotten those words. The funny thing is, the two had more in common than most people realize. Both were connected through Eddie Murphy and Don King. Both became multimillionaires before they could legally drink. Both owned exotic animals. Tyson had tigers, Michael had an entire zoo at Neverland. And both of them, at the absolute peak of their powers, managed to spend their way into serious financial trouble. Different worlds, same story. Now take everything you have seen and ask yourself, what would it feel like to have Michael Jackson call your phone? Not turn up somewhere you happen to be, not wave at you from a stage. Call your phone. That is exactly what happened to Zac Efron, a young actor just starting to make a name for himself. And then, his phone rang. Listen to the words Michael left him with.
Director Kenny Ortega. I remember I got this look like, you want this phone call? And I was like, what's going on? He goes, it's Michael Jackson. I'm like, what? He hands me the phone. Hi, who's this? And I was like, this is Zac Efron. I'm a massive fan, and I'm an actor, and you're like my hero. And I was just at a loss for words. And then he said, that's really nice. Can you hand the phone back to Kenny? Hello? And he goes, oh, this is Zac from High School Musical? Yeah. And he was like, oh, I love what you do. I'm a huge fan. And I lost it. I lost my balance. I think I fell over into the wall. I was like, Do you know who I am? Both crying to each other on the phone. And he ended the whole phone call conversation with, hey, Zach. And I like stopped crying for a second. He's like, isn't it awesome? And I was like, what? And he goes, dreams really do come true, don't they? And I was like, Michael, you can't say things like that.
Kevin Hart is one of the most confident men in entertainment. Nothing rattles him until this. That wasn't Michael Jackson. That was an impersonator, and Kevin Hart had absolutely no idea. If that's what a fake Michael does to people, just imagine the real one. Who's also famously known for his shy personality and goofy sense of humor. Take a look at this next clip, where he trolls the entire Japanese media. Corner officer, Minda Tenkema. Corner of my cans. The media wasn't the only thing Michael Jackson loved to troll. Take a look at this next clip, where he pisses off his then-wife, Lisa Marie Presley.
You're going to sing together?
No. I would love to sing with you. Would you like to sing with me?
You don't sing?
I don't sing. I did sing, but that's not why I married Michael. I don't need that. That's ridiculous. If I wanted it, I mean, I'm not going to marry someone for a recording career, just to clear that up as well.
What?
Stop. He was not immune to his own medicine. Watch this next clip.
That wasn't loud enough.
Yeah.
East Indians. I think they're really beautiful, and the darker they are, the more beautiful.
Bill! Excuse me. Can you close that door?
Your voice is very irritating.
I know, I hate this scream.
Sound like Carol Burnett.
You ask a comedian to handle an awkward situation, you know you're in for something.
I'd like to thank, could you lift that up, please? I can't wait. Eddie, I need your help.
It ain't working.
Okay.
Go like bend down.
First, I'd like to thank,
He said, Eddie, pull it up like I was working for him or something. And I started to do it too. I was like, yes, Mike. Wait, what am I doing?
And Eddie Murphy wasn't going to let it go. At the next award show he hosted, when Michael won, he took the antics all the way up.
He had to lock in during a wedding, and you could tell he was seconds away from an eye roll during the vows.
I could not think of living life without you, and I love you forever.
But it somehow got even worse when the kiss came in. Just like the rest of us, Michael can't resist a bit of juicy gossip. I mean,
I know your Uncle Lawrence.
yes,
In fact, we dated in high school.
I gotta get my cousin to hear that. One of my interviews, it's my dream to go in a supermarket and just shop and be like everybody else and put things in a basket, because I can't do it. Because when I try to do it, people crowd around you, they want autographs and they want you to sign things and take pictures. To see in my way kind of what the real world is like, even though it wasn't the real thing.
So he was surprised with an empty supermarket filled with actors and friends to give him that experience.
I went shopping. It was great.
Michael is not subtle at all when it comes to giving director cues.
I don't like that angle. I like this one. How close are you?
I don't know. Pretty close.
Or can you see chest?
I can see right about where your Nike is.
What a short bag up.
For someone as famous as Michael Jackson, meeting fans with weird tastes was a common occurrence. But watch this next clip, where he casually says something so calmly that it will probably tell you what fans had given him in the past.
What? Yes? What'd you say?
I love you. Oh, look, she's got something for you.
Some toilet paper to buy.
A few moments later.
From a woman chasing a motorcade in Moscow, to the heavyweight champion of the world getting blanked, to a future Hollywood star receiving a call that stayed with him forever. That was the reach of Michael Jackson. No PR team planned any of it. He just existed, and the world rearranged itself around him. There will never be another one.